Hi everyone, we've got a practice today. If you're a cyclist, you've been active on your feet, you've been hiking, we're gonna stretch out everything here. So let's go ahead and come down to the mat, starting out in child's pose. So come to all fours and go ahead and spread the knees wide, big toes to touch, send the hips all the way back to the heels. Walk your arms out, lower forehead down on the mat. And see if you can just soften that chest and see how low it can go if it can touch down into the mat. And extend your fingers out. I want to feel that stretch in your chest. And at the same time, press your hips all the way back to your heels to decompress the spine. Breathe. Let's get comfortable in this and relax, stretch out. So as you press your hips back, walking your fingers out deeper, feel that lengthening out of your spine as you breathe. We'll do 2 more rounds of breath here. One option is to, when you're resting your forehead down on the mat, you can just move it side to side and give yourself a nice forehead massage. So just moving it back and forth. And one more option here is to bend those elbows, bring those hands behind your lower scalp, back bottom of your head, interlace the hands, and then just go ahead and place the hands bottom of your scalp, walk those elbows all the way out, further out. You'll get a nice tricep stretch here. Or you can use prayer and make a prayer, pray with your hands here. 2 options, no need to do it if you don't feel the need. Let's do 1 more round of breath. And then go ahead, lower the arms, raise yourself all the way back up. We're gonna move into a superhero pose. This is coming down on the tummy, extending the arms out in front of us. And stretch out here. So lengthen out the arms, extend the legs, tops of your feet down on the mat, tops of your hand down on the mat. From here, lift the feet up off the floor. Not very high. Same with your arms, like you're flying in the air. Engage those core muscles. Really imagine yourself lengthening out, flying, soaring, breathing. Deep breaths. Let's do 3 rounds of breath here. Now you can always modify. If you need to go higher or lower, that's your call. And if you want to move side to side, you can do that as well. So whole point here is to lengthen the arms and the legs and breathe. All right, let's slowly bring the arms down, coming into a Sphinx pose. So forearms underneath your shoulders, palms down the mat. Your forearms look like the number 11. Pull that heart up. Gaze straight ahead. Press down through your palms. Press down through your pubic bone. Broaden the collarbone here. Let's do 3 rounds of breath. One more round of breath. Slide those shoulders down, the shoulder blades all the way down. And we'll ease our way into a tabletop. So coming on hands and knees, we're gonna do cat-cow, flex the spine. All right, so feeling stiff, we'll drop the belly. Inhale, gaze upward, arch your back. Press down through your thumb and index finger. And if you'd like, take your hands and imagine you're opening up 2 jars with the lid, which brings those shoulder blades down. All right, let's curl into cat. So round that back, tuck your chin in, press down through your palms. And then drop the belly, cow. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, cat. Do a few more, breathing, going at your own pace. Sliding those shoulder blades down. Imagining that spine flexing. We'll do 2 more. And coming back to neutral, let's sit on the heels. We're going to take our hands behind and place our palms down. So fingers pointing ahead, straight ahead, come down to your palms. Go ahead and lift the chest, broaden the collarbone, gaze up here. Press down through your palms. Raise up, breathe here. 2 rounds of breath. Notice where you're feeling that stretching. So we'll do 2 stretches while we're here. One is for shins or ankles, and then the other is for our quads. So when you're ready, I'm going to press down through those hands. Take your knees, inhale, lift it up just a bit to feel that stretch in your shins and your ankles. You don't need to lift the knees up high. And then go ahead, place the knees down. All right, option 2 is to stay here and lift the hips up high as you can go. Raise it up, looking, gazing up here. Breathe into it, stretch the chest. Press down to the palms, lift up. 1 more round of breath here. And then slowly press yourself all the way up. Let's move into rabbit pose. So we're gonna take our hands and grab our feet and then slowly bring our head all the way down, resting on top of the crown of our head, very gently. Then lift the hips up high. See how high you can lift the hips. Coming down on the crown of your head. Breathe here. 1 more round of breath. Grab those ankles, hold on, or grab the heels. Feel a nice back of the neck, spine stretch here. And then slowly raise all the way up. And let's come into our wide-legged pose. So go ahead and widen those legs, flex the feet, stretch out the toes, and go ahead and roll your head. Just moving it from side to side, breathing. Take your time here. And 1 more on each side. And then slowly come back to center. Well, let's do our pigeon pose. So once again, coming onto all fours. Take your left shin and just bring it up front. And then go ahead and slide your right leg all the way back. Keep your hips square. Adjust your left shin as needed. All right, so option just to stay here. You're gonna feel that right hip flexor stretching out. You can also extend your arms out all the way, come down on your forearms, or come all the way down, extending the arms out, bringing the head down towards the mat. Lengthen out here. Again, you decide what works for you, and you may have to play around and see. Let's take 3 rounds of breath. And as you're breathing, just pay attention to where you're feeling that tightness. Just target loosening up that area and imagining your breath going into the tightness and tension. All right, let's do one more round of breath here before we switch it out. Slowly raise yourself all the way back up. And come back to tabletop, switch it out, opposite leg coming up, and repeat, same thing, moving into pigeon pose on the opposite leg. And again, one side will be different from the other, so you may not be exactly positioned as you were. Feel the pose, breathe into it, come down to what feels good for your body. And this is how you get to know your body and take good care of it. So let's breathe, sending our breath into the body, getting all the oxygen, the nutrients flowing again, removing any blockages, stagnant energies, and just refreshing our body. Even if this is a quick practice, it really can make a difference. So relax into it and breathe. We'll do one more round of breath on this side. And then slowly raise ourselves all the way back up. And this time, come into butterfly pose. So bring the heels in, spine tall, grab your ankles. Anchor yourself down here. Let the knees fall open, spine tall, shoulders down. Just check in how you're feeling. Now this practice may be short, but you can stay in each pose as long as you'd like. You can repeat it throughout the day. It all adds up. So thank you for sharing your time with me.